Hello there and welcome back to SIIA's Artificial Intelligence Spotlight. SIIA, the Software and Information Industry Association, is the principal trade association for the software and digital content industry. In this week's Artificial Intelligence Spotlight, we're going to take a look at Intuit's Quickbooks Self-Employed, which in essence makes taxes a lot easier for self-employed professionals. So everyone knows April 15th is tax day. But what I found out in doing a little bit of research is that the majority of self-employed individuals actually pay quarterly taxes. So as a self-employed professional, you have to really keep track of your expenses throughout the year to ensure that when you're paying these quarterly taxes, you're paying on time and the payments are accurate. And the more accurate your expense reports are, the more deductions you could receive in taxes and the more knowledge you'll have moving forward with how you can invest in your business. And Intuit's QuickBooks Self-Employed is just an application that combines both artificial intelligence and machine learning, which is a subset of artificial intelligence, to help these self-employed professionals organize their receipts, track expenses, and monitor these quarterly taxes to ensure that on tax day, individuals know exactly how much they'll be taxed. So as I mentioned, there are two parts to this self-employed app. One part of Intuit's application deals with artificial intelligence, specifically automatic mileage tracking. So imagine as a self-employed individual, if you had to differentiate between miles driven for work and miles driven for personal usage every time you drove a car, it'd be nearly impossible. And so what the app simply does is it identifies when you've driven, whether or not the application is open or not, and afterwards you simply swipe left or right if it was business or personal. So clearly you can see how this would make tracking mileage expenses for driving incredibly more efficient, and it's just a great time-saving measure. And then the other aspect of the application incorporates machine learning. So it incorporates machine learning into what they call their expense finder, which in essence, according to Intuit's website, uses machine learning to securely, in quote, connect to a client's bank account, automatically find and import business transactions from the past year, and then sort them into Schedule C categories to reveal potentially deductible expenses. So in this way, by tracking your expenses, not only is the machine learning app saving you a lot of time, but it's also providing you the opportunity to use that extra time to actually innovate in the profession that you have the most expertise in as a self-employed individual. And sort of as we've highlighted in previous spotlights here, I just want to reemphasize how this application using both machine learning and artificial intelligence really required a lot of human expertise in its development, not only from the technological side, but also from the accounting perspective, knowing how self-employed individuals actually go through expenses and how they generally tend to file them. And so without this human expertise, the application simply would not be able to learn and automatically reveal these potentially deductible expenses that are in the expense finder. And in this sense, we just want to highlight again how transformative artificial intelligence and machine learning can be in the daily lives of individuals, and specifically in this case, self-employed individuals. And that'll do it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed hearing about Intuit's QuickBooks Self-Employed application.